What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we got, like always, a ton of wrestling to cover. We got Backlash to review. But first, we got our wrestling retrospect, and you wanted a clown. So you picked Crazy Steve.
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
He was interesting. He was pretty interesting. I watched some of his like indie stuff too, and then I saw his WWE tryout like a couple years ago.
I saw him bite a man in the butt and win a match. So that's what I'm talking about.
So Crazy Steve's your pick, so you go first.
And he did actually come to the ring with balloons and a uh child's tricycle.
Nice.
The match that happened in was an Impact. I believe this is when it was called TNA Wrestling, though. TNA Impact Wrestling. So
Yeah.
before the world shut down.
Yeah.
This is from September 10th. It says 2014. It says Velvet Sky. And that, see, I'm interested because I thought they were the beautiful people, her and the other girl, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny because apparently it's Velvet Sky and the Bromans
Yeah.
is the group.
Okay.
Uh, because the other girl, I think what's her name, Angelina Love.
Yeah.
Like they don't have her name.
Okay.
um, but she's on the side. Versus Rebel, Nux, and Crazy Steve. I think they're a faction. They seem to be a group, but again, I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
Uh, so the first thing is they are an eclectic group of people. Steve comes out. He has the striped pants. He has the more traditional clown
Yeah.
face paint because lately he does not have that. He has balloons. He has a little bike, and they have Rebel as like the hostess for the group, but she actually wrestles in the match,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Uh, the match is fun. Although it has like a 3 minute long intro with all this chicanery that's going on. There's a giant man. I can't tell if that's Luchasaurus because he does not have tattoos, but it
Okay.
is 2014 and it's a big dude. Maybe it's somebody else. But his mask is pretty simple. It almost looks like a black sack on his head, so I can't
Okay.
tell. Um, as far as the match goes, it's actually not bad, but it's a lot of character work. The guys the guys that called the Bromans look like the Acclaimed. They wear black and pink.
Okay.
Um, and they're very bro centered. Also, I think their hype man, yeah, is DJZ, aka
Oh shit.
Scott Steiner does not like him.
No, I don't like him either. So I agree with Scott Steiner there.
Yes, he is very loud. So I knew you would react to that. It's a lot of them trying to cheat the Bromans and them trying to cheat. Uh, but it actually kind of flips because it's a two two and one, two guys, one girl. As in the tag team.
Yeah.
So there is a part where it becomes sort of intergender, but it ends up being Crazy Steve kisses Velvet Sky, drives her crazy, and then the two girls cheat uh to beat Rebel. So that's how it ends.
Yeah.
So they double team Rebel, they pull the tights, and they pin her instead. So there you go.
Nice. All right, so my first match is Robbie E versus Crazy Steve. This was an explosion in TNA. This is like their little show before Impact starts. Um,
Mhm.
I think this was probably the first match I've actually seen of Crazy Steve as well. So, and then this is this guy um from NXT, Stone. Robert Stone.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So he kind of had like a Zack Ryder gimmick when he was in TNA. So he had like the spiky hair. He was like the Jersey Shore kind of character. Crazy
Mhm.
Steve, yeah, striped pants. He pretty much a clown. He does like a top rose DDT. That was his finisher. Um, this one pretty back and forth. I was surprised how like technical somewhat he is in this match. But
Mhm.
he catches him with that top rope DDT and he wins. So that would be my first match.
The second match I picked was one of the pandemic matches, or the later. Is Decay versus Triple X.
Nice.
It's a lot of X's. Uh, let's see. This is when Decay was Black Taurus and Crazy Steve and Rosemary.
Yeah.
Triple XL is AC Romero, and I forget the other guy. It just says Barry.
Okay.
I forget his last name. I think it's Larry something.
I
Um,
okay.
they're
Yeah.
very familiar though. You recognize them if you were watching any Impact during the pandemic.
Yeah. It was the big dudes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they call. Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
call
I
Triple
seen
X.
one of them get speared. That we seen them fight upstate in the upstate show, and one speared the other one through a barricade, and they're both like colossal. So you felt the whole like arena shake.
Nice. Uh, this was a tag match. Here you get to see Black Taurus kind of step up for the power game, uh, mostly against uh, the guy Larry. AC Romero's out there flattening people left and right. He catches Steve in the corner with not a stink face, but just I'm gonna smash my ass into your head
Yep,
over and over.
makes
And
sense.
it's like that's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah, he
Um,
is pretty big.
to get caught with that move, but that's not the end for Crazy Steve. I would like to say because just I like how they gelled as a group here. So at towards the end of the match, they're about to flatten Crazy Steve because they're doing tag team moves on him, and then Rosemary slides in and then scares the guys like from even just moving because again you don't mess with Rosemary.
Yeah,
Um, and then Crazy Steve catches Larry with his
nice,
finisher,
nice.
which I believe is also the DDT.
Yep, yep. Top rope DDT.
Yep.
All right. My next match. Is it really a match, or is a match? Actually, this was probably my favorite version of Ultimate Deletion. Like this
Mm-hmm.
was the best one to date because this is also when Hurricane was involved, and I think they went into the lake, and I think Jordan Joseph Parks came out the lake, and he was
Oh
the
wow.
K, and then also Hurricane threw him in there, and then he came out as the Hurricane, and shit. So it was actually like there was a lot of shit in this one that was a lot of fun. And it was the K versus the Hardys. This is when they actually came back and they were the Broken Hardys. Um, so Decay versus Hardy. This is the Ultimate Deletion Part Two. Delete or Decay. That's what it was called. I have the whole 19-minute fucking video of it on in YouTube, and it's fucking fantastic. It's like the best shit of like the boneyard match and things like that. I think Matt Hardy was the first one to actually really do it on Impact, and I'll say give him the credit, especially when the pandemic hit, like 2020, like this they were able to get away with more. Matt Hardy was doing it already. Um, I liked the Hardy ones, but this one I think took the cake just because the dumb stupid the little like Easter eggs of all the characters and shit how like again Joseph Park was part of Decay at the time, him falling in the lake and him coming out as Joseph Parks and like the whole like jumpsuit and everything, and then him going back in and going as a beast and then going back in and then getting back to himself, and there's a lot of dumb shit like that because they and I think this whole shit started is because Decay destroyed the robot. What the fuck the robot's name was? The drone. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
they destroyed the drone. I forgot his name. The drone has a name. I can't think of the name right now. But they destroyed it, so they had the version 2 of the drone, and that's the reason why
Yeah.
they're actually fighting because they destroyed the drone, and then they started like invading the compound. So they all like started and like that. This is when King and Maxwell was involved and everything like that. They had his father-in-law all involved. It was a hell of a match. I'll say watch the director cut, the 19-minute one, because it's even more funnier. They have a lot of dumb shit in it, and it's so good. So definitely check that one out. I posted it on the Facebook page, the Wrestling Babble, so definitely check it out there.
And let's see. The last one I have is from his independent dates.
Okay.
So this is the other GCW, which I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. Great Canadian Wrestling. This is from 2006. It says 7/13/2006. Crazy Steve versus Hayden Avery.
Nice.
Uh, not familiar with Mr. Avery,
Me either.
so I don't know if he's changed his name or whatnot. Um, this one, obviously, you can tell this is a small ass venue. A very passionate crowd, though. They know what's up with Steve, so that's pretty cool. Um, this one is not a bad match at all. Is and also it's kind of in that time period, I guess 2006, before today's like uh type of indie wrestling, basically.
Yeah.
It's not just balls to the wall and sometimes you might die in the front row. This one is like is well for Steve, I guess it's more character based.
Yeah.
Hence why the end of the match is him biting the man's ass when he's like he has him up for the white noise, like a standing white noise,
Yeah.
like Ciampa does,
Mhm.
where he drops you on his knee. Um, and then he's because he's his head is right there, and his name is Crazy Steve. Just bites him in the ass, and he drops him. It's pretty funny. Um, but he falls forward.
yeah.
So the crux of the thing is instead of the guy like just letting him go, Steve his weight falls forward and the guy falls on his face, and basically it looks like he falls into like a pedigree type of position,
Yeah.
and that's how the match ends because the guy can't get up.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool.
It's pretty fun. It's
I'll
pretty fun.
definitely check it out.
He looks like the Crow with this one,
Yeah.
like his face paint. Yeah.
Send me the link. I'll definitely check it out.
Hmm.
My last one is because I'm a big fan of Brian Myers, and this they actually had a couple good matches on Impact Wrestling. This one was for the Digital Media Championship. This was Brian Myers versus Crazy Steve. So Crazy Steve loses this match, and the way he lost it was hilarious because Brian Myers uses his one good eye and pokes it.
That's messed up.
So what happened is, Crazy Steve's going for the top rope. Brian Myers uses the ref to get to interfere it. He just jumps down because the referee's in his way. Brian Myers thumbs his good eye, and then the roster cuts him, and they fucking takes the win.
Hmm.
I thought that shit was hilarious. But it was a really good match building up. And I would say Brian Myers' digital media title run was very underrated. Like he had some really good matches with that title, so definitely check it out. But he went for his one good eye. He went book and then fucking close like the shit out of him.
That's pretty good.
Smart man. I would have done that myself. So there you go. We'll have a new person for the wrestling retrospect at the end of the show. Our next thing is our weekend wrestling. We kick off on Monday Night Raw. This was round 2 of the draft, and we got a bit more different scenery now on this show. So we do kick off with Becky Lynch She gets interrupted by Liv Morgan, and then Nia Jax also gets involved as well. They have a big standoff, a bunch of promos going at it. I thought the promos were actually pretty strong too. So um, this also led into what? Wait, this was the no, that was the main event, right? The main event was for the women's championship, or that happened last week. That happened last week. So yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, they had the promo in the beginning. Solid stuff.
I think she should have just punched her in the face.
Yeah,
Like, fucking-
yeah, yeah,
That's tough to do. She needs to take that title, right?
yep,
I'd have just hit Becky.
yeah. So we get our first picks of the draft. Stephanie McMahon comes out and announces them. Raw got Gunther and Liquid Kaiser, so they pretty much kicked out Giovanni. SmackDown got Jade Cargill. Raw got Damage Control. That's the whole team. And then SmackDown got Kevin Owens. Then we go to Gunther versus Xavier Woods. Xavier shouldn't have been talking shit.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He got his ass whooped for it. This match was actually really good though, but it was an ass whooping, and Gunther wins.
That poor boy.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. I also like to point out how disappointed I am in the King of the Ring promo videos
yeah,
that they keep showing, where they only show glimpses of Woods as champ,
yeah,
but Lena from that year has lines
yeah,
in that promo. Like you hear her say, I think she says, "All hail the queen."
yeah,
You don't hear Woods say a damn thing. I'm just like,
yeah,
Jesus, he is a footnote.
yeah.
I'm surprised they don't just put the part where Roman broke his crown in that promo,
Yeah,
because
I'm
that would
surprised they just shattered on his King of the Ring run.
like they let you know. Oh yeah, he was, but nothing of note happened apparently.
Yeah,
Shame,
he
shameful.
had a cool ass theme song. We still use it to this day.
Yes, he did.
Shout outs to Kofi Kingston support the putting out the King Woods theme song with him versus Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw.
That happened.
He posted it on Instagram. Him
Did
and
he
Rey
say he's
Mysterio are
gonna use
fighting
it?
round one, but he put the song. This is like he dedicates the match to King Woods.
I
He has the
mean,
song.
I hope he uses it.
I hope he
I'm just,
wins now because he dedication to it.
ooh, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, if Rey Mysterio won, you know that's a double positive because it's like that's his name.
yeah, King. Yeah,
So his name would be King Mysterio.
the King.
That'd be funny.
Um, I have a feeling he's not just because Carlito.
He's in it. Oh
No,
yeah.
Carlito is just good. Like again, he
Oh,
attacked
he's
Dragon
around.
Lee, and he got drafted with LWO.
He's around. Yes, this is true.
Yeah. So, Logan Paul and ISO Speed announced the draft picks as well. So you got CM Punk to Raw, The Pride to SmackDown, Braun Strowman to Raw, Tiffany Stratton to SmackDown. This also leads into Jay Uso coming out and talking shit. Then they get jumped by the Judgment Day, and Braun Strowman comes for the save. Bruh.
Well, Logan Paul was out there as
Oh
well.
yeah, Logan Paul, and then he wore Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl rings and punched JD in
Who
the
was
head.
actually who was actually there?
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
Braun
The
Strowman was gonna get hands with him.
actual, the actual one of the actual star players
Yeah,
being on TV. It's like a little Lawrence Taylor type of deal. Okay, I see
yeah,
what you're
yeah. Braun Strowman was gonna punch him.
doing. He should have.
He wanted his hand, wanted these hands.
He should
Um,
have. Or
so
JD.
poor JD took a fucking punch in the head with three rings, and you saw that ring. It reminded me of what was it, Ace Ventura, when he got the guy to punch him in the head so you could see if the diamond was in the ring.
It's been too long since I've seen that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was
I
a
think the funnier picture was when they posted a picture of Martin with a lumped up head.
yeah, that shit was funny too. Oh man, JD did it for the Judgment Day though.
He's back and he needs a haircut. Braun Strowman.
Yep, yep,
I think he should not be a regular wrestler anymore.
yeah,
He needs to be an attraction like he was before.
yeah,
I miss the old Braun that used to kill people,
yeah.
and you couldn't mess with him.
There you go. We go to Intercontinental Championship match. You have Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. Very good match. Zayn beats him by DQ.
Yep, everything about this was good. The match, the especially the commentary.
Yeah,
Uh, crowd was into it, and the ending was great. I love business casual. Chad Gable, the upset manager, Chad Gable.
yep.
Is what it looked like.
He's angry. We get a frustrated Drew McIntyre. This whole shit was hilarious. But we got the draft picks picked. We got JBL and Farouk.
Farouk, yes,
They announced the next picks. We have LWO to Raw. You got SmackDown with Legado de Fantasma. You got Drew McIntyre third, and then you got Shinsuke Nakamura to SmackDown. Um, Drew comes out. He pretty much spitting like they hate talking shit about CM Punk, but CM Punk happened to be there, and then he was like, "Yeah, and I also got picked before you too." This whole segment was fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Even when he went back into the ring, and then you have Frug in the end and go, "Damn."
That's it. Made that man go crazy, chasing
Yeah,
him around an arena. You know how frustrating that is. He's like, man, he's on the 17th floor. I gotta go up there, and I know by the time I get there, he ain't gonna be there.
yeah. But it was
He
good.
ain't gonna
I
be
thought it
there.
was great. Maxine Dupree versus Candice LeRae. LeRae defeats Dupree with the help of Indy Hartwell, but I
Looking
thought
much better.
Dupree looked good in that match.
Looking much better.
Yep, yep,
You gotta talk smack to her. You gotta rough her up a little bit
yep, yep.
before she gets it. So hopefully, hopefully she doesn't leave Master Cable.
Yeah,
It keeps getting yelled at. Cause who knows? She'll be champ if she keeps yelling like he keeps yelling and she does that ridiculous fisherman suplex and get up the way she did. Jesus.
yeah. Um, so yes, we got the continuation of Punk and Drew. Punk being in the middle of the ring, he said his thing, and again, that was all continuation with that. We got the next round of picks. We got the Judgment Day to Raw. We got Naomi to SmackDown. We got Ilya Dragunov to Raw, and you got SmackDown Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins.
I'm surprised because he's not on the same show as Melo.
Yep, yep.
Um, no, that's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. I thought that was a really solid match.
Yep, they had set that up in the beginning. Nia is not having fun, but she said it's my last day on Raw, so I'm gonna beat you all up.
There you go.
And there she goes. She did not win the match though, so
No. The Dudley Boys announced the draft picks. Oh, that was the end of the night. No, it wasn't. So you got the New Day to Monday Night Raw. You got Pretty Deadly to SmackDown. Liar Valkyrie to Raw, and Candice LeRae and Nia Hartwell to SmackDown.
that was a surprise.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then we had a tag team championship match of The Miz, R-Truth versus Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa.
I'm I'm sad that the Miz does not have the confidence to time his what's ups properly,
Yeah.
even after all this time. It makes me laugh. And then Corey Graves, oh, no, 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 Pat McAfee, excuse me. Corey didn't mention it when they were on SmackDown, but McAfee refuses to let Miz live that down. Every time he constantly brings it up. Ah, it's so good. But good ass match.
Yep, yep.
It's
And
just once again, they don't win.
Yep.
So what is Master Gable to do?
Yep. Yep. Also true for wins. And then the final draft picks before our main event, we have Raw, The Final Testament, SmackDown, DIY, Raw, Big Bronson Reed, and SmackDown, Blair Davenport. I'm actually excited for that pick.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And then we have a six-man tag. We have Jey Uso, Andrade, and Ricochet versus the Judgment Day. With a
And this
fucking
one,
swollen
solid
ass
match.
head.
Yes, solid ass match. Um, so again, this is Andrade's farewell to Raw. He is not going to be in the show
Yep.
on the SmackDown. Is the Judgment Day? Is the whole group is together, right?
Yeah. Rhea's not part of the drafts,
No,
but
no, I get that. But like they do still have Dom and all that though,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Raw drafted Judgment Day, as in
Gotcha.
Balor, JD, and Dominic,
Okay. Okay. Cool
because
stuff.
Priest wasn't eligible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's a champion. Yes, sir.
But
Solid match.
yeah, Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
Uh, I kind of want to give it a minus because I think a lot of the strengths was yes, there were good matches, but there were some good promos, man. There
Yeah,
was some good story, like moving the story along type stuff, and then like of course CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
yeah, that shit's been
That was
good.
great.
Yeah, for two people that haven't or that have not like interacted with fighting wise and everything like that, everything they've been doing been great. Even the online stuff been hilarious as well. So,
This is true.
all right, we move on. I'll go A minus as well. I think the draft picks again I just wish a little bit more movement, but I think we got more movement this week than Friday. But there's again also a lot more people moving. Um, we go to there's more draft picks after the Raw ended. I don't have them off the back, but if you go to WWE.com, they actually have the full list of draft picks and stuff like that. I know Apollo went to SmackDown. I know that was
Really,
one of them. Yeah,
really,
yeah.
they use that boy.
Well, he's gonna be part of the Speed. He's part of the next bracket.
All right, all right. Oh wait, is that's the thing that happened?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That was
that
on
happened this
Wednesday.
week.
Yeah. I've been actually digging the WWE Speed stuff a lot. Like
Mhm.
I've been watching it. I've been keeping up with it and stuff like that. Um,
I think though the choice of wrestlers, it just makes me want 205 live back. That's all I'm saying.
yes, Bronson Reed,
It's just like,
and Ivar's the next round.
okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, so we have a new speed champion in Ricochet. He beat Johnny Gargano for the title. That speed match went for 5 minutes, and it was won uh with a like a springboard cutter.
It was a yeah. He did like the cutter, the handspring into a cutter,
Yeah.
which he doesn't normally do.
One thing I will give credit with this when it comes to the speed matches, like Bronson Reed versus who he fought, JD. No, he fought Cedric in the first round. He didn't win by his finisher. He won with a power bomb.
Hmm, hmm.
Uh, Ricochet beat JD with a Canadian Destroyer.
Nice.
I actually seen that move actually finish a match. That was great.
This is, I mean, unless you're Canadian, I'm still on the fence.
Yeah. So or whatever you want to call it. What Adam Cole clause is it?
I forget. Does
Yeah.
he say code red? I forget.
No, Code Red is the other one.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all of them. Get rid of them.
But I like the fact that they actually finished the match.
Hmm.
But yeah, you get like fast-paced action, very hard hitting. And then each time, so there's a new champion, Ricochet. Now he's waiting for a defense, and now there's a new bracket of tournament that's gonna go into his next title defense, which I think is um, Ivar, Humberto, Um, fuck, what's his name? Pete Dunne's tag partner. I can't. The Tyler Bate and I forgot who the last person is. So that's Eric Ivar. No, Ivar. I was right. Ivar is there. So that's gonna be the next round of matches, and then they're gonna build into fighting Ricochet for the title. I actually like the title too. The title's not bad.
Okay. I didn't. I don't remember what it looks like. What color is it?
It's a gold belt. It just has the speed logo and it's a gold belt.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, it has the colors on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we go to NXT and NXT Spring Breaking Night 2. And we kick off with Obafemi versus Ivar. Very good match.
Meet, meet, meet. That's what that match was, sir.
We got Gigi Dolan and Andre Grace having their little thing about the pay per view. I thought it was actually kind of cool. Oh well, the special, not a pay per view. I thought it was cool. Then we have Thea Hale versus JC Jane.
But I think they need a grudge match.
Yeah.
They need a what's the next ELE for them?
The one in Vegas. I think it's
Oh, I think it's Battleground, I think it is.
Battleground. Yeah.
Yeah, they need a grudge match.
Yeah. So Hale defeated Jane with Kimura. She is the Kimura.
He is the Kimura.
And then after the match, Fallon Henley punched her right in the face. So she's going to heal. Or
She
just
said,
tired of her
I
shit.
am the fist.
Yes. So new character change for
Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot to mention the return of Wesley.
yeah, Russ Lee. After the North American Championship match, he kind of steps up
Yes, sir.
to Obafemi. He crazy boy. He just came from injury. You gonna go up to him?
Well, apparently he was talking some mess, and he's got issues with two more people later on.
Yes. Yeah, yep. We got the OC versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Egan. They
And
had a
both of
little promo,
those,
but the
yeah,
match was Gals and Anderson. They took him out.
they got beat up. I don't.
Yeah.
They was getting their ass kicked the whole match. It was mostly a showcase for the two new guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which they look like a more, I'm not saying athletic. I would say they look like a more, a day style Crime Time.
Yeah.
Because look at what they're wearing. Looks like Crime Time, except they move like today's wrestlers. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Sean Spears versus Ridge Holland.
Of course, I don't know what the message is. What are you teaching this man by losing to him?
I don't know.
What are you teaching him?
I don't know what they're
Although
going with him.
he did make him what be like extra violent towards the end.
Yeah. There
Go
you
to
go.
that place. I guess that's what he's supposed to be doing. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
I guess. Match was alright. Holland wins. Before that match, we had the NXT General Manager Ava Rain. She came out and talking about the North American Championship Women's Title that's going to be defended in the ladder match, and then she got interrupted by Jada Parker, then Sol Roca, then Mia Yim. Thought it was good. It's nice
This is
seeing Mia
true.
Yim back.
Yeah.
Well, the
I mean,
OC's there. Might as well
she
do
is
something for
hanging
yourself.
yeah, hanging out with her tag team. So
Yeah, yeah. And then our tag team championship match, we have XCM and Nathan Frazier versus AOP.
that was a good match.
Yeah,
It was very good.
very good. Uh,
But AOP did not win.
yep. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne attack AOP, and that also cost them the tag team championship. XCM and Frazier win the team, retain.
That's what you get for beating up people in the back.
There you go. And then our main event was Lola Vice versus Natalia in a NXT Underground match.
That was good. I thought it was. I thought whatchamacallit looked great. Lola Vice looked great.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know I don't know how I feel about Natty always losing.
Yeah.
Whenever she challenges somebody, she's always gets beat. Like, didn't she challenge Roxanne and lose?
Yeah.
Like every time. Just
Yeah.
at what point do you say, "Damn it, Natty, you good, but you can't beat me"? Because you can't beat her, and you
Yeah.
can't beat her, and it's just like that kind of makes people not be afraid of you. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. NXT, where you give it?
I think I'm gonna give it a same thing. I'm gonna give it an A minus because I
I'm.
think because I like that they at least put on some stuff that was a little different this week or
Yeah.
the last week.
I'm gonna go B minus just because I felt like some of the matches didn't hit with me, but I did like some of the story arc and I liked the building of the North American Women's Championship, so that was the parts I liked, but some of the matches just didn't hit for me. Um, we go to AEW Dynamite, and this show opened up with Tony Khan pretty much saying that he's not gonna be there and whatnot. We have Strickland coming out first. Then the Bucks appear.
Well, he was talking a lot of smack.
Yep, yep,
That's why they showed up.
yeah. So they showed up, and then Christian Cage's music hit, and they attacked Swerve.
Oh, that's good. I think that was probably possibly one of the best challenges. Here's your opponent presentations in a long while
So
because that man walked up to him and then jabbed him in the throat with a microphone.
my
I
only thing
beat
that
his ass.
my only thing with this is that they're gonna be a tournament. They're gonna be a tower.
Who?
There's gonna be a tower.
A Tower of Power?
The
What?
tower to get to Cage. Like so, Swerve is gonna fight the other family members in order to fight Cage.
Why? He's a champ.
That's how TNA does. That's how AEW does shit. Watch. Anybody bet he's gonna fight Nick Young this week. He'll fight Luchasaurus next week, and then he'll build to Double or None.
Oh, because of the pay per view.
Yeah,
Oh, because it. Yeah, I mean that doesn't really bother me. I don't.
yeah. I just get
It
tired
doesn't.
because the next
I
pay per view.
mean that I get you, but I'm talking about the presentation of what happened on Wednesday. That was awesome.
No, that was
Him
awesome.
whooping his ass like that.
But how? Yeah,
Just saying.
let's see where it goes. And then we're gonna have another tower of matches for a team a championship match. So Adam Copeland fights one of the members of House of Black, which was I knew was gonna be Buddy Murphy, because then again they're gonna do this again. He's gonna be Brody Lee, and then it's gonna Brody King, and then it's gonna be House of Black at the champion at the pay per view. These are just like little things that just bother me with just how predictable it is. But other than that, the match was great.
Yeah, they had lots of time. I think that's the kind of showcase you need for Buddy because he
Yeah,
hasn't had very many singles matches.
yeah,
He has had good ones, but as far as giving him time to have a long match and show what he can do, not very often.
no,
So I very much like this match against Edge. It did. It was just for me. It was the time I watched it. It had a little bit of a lull in the middle.
yeah.
I think in the beginning it was high impact. It slowed down and then it picked up at the end. So I thought it was good.
Yeah, I think there was an injury scare. I think I think he hit him like really hard in the fucking rib. They kind of slowed it down too, in the middle of it. Next match we got Samoa Joe and Isaiah Cassidy. There was some funny shit in this match, but it was an okay match.
It was good. It was a beatdown, but I liked it was a beatdown with a little bit of story and it's
Flat
something for
backing on his fucking back outside the ring. Ow,
yes,
that shit
yes.
looked painful.
But I think it's something that Isaiah Cassidy needs. It's just I would like uh more spotlight for Private Party in general.
Me too.
So,
His partner can't stay healthy. I think he's out. He has an injury right now too.
is it the same thing? Like the same?
I think he's fucked up his ankle.
Oh, okay. All right.
Um, I surprisingly really fucking love this match. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Sabata versus Jericho for the FTW Championship.
Mhm.
I thought I was not. I thought it was gonna be just a basic match and things like that. And then I was just like not really paying attention. And then I was like, then I saw the hockey pucks come out, and I was like, you know what? Let me just rewatch it from the beginning and actually fully take this match in. And I laughed my ass off throughout this whole fucking match. Um, Big Bill comes in, helps Jericho win the retain the title, but this match was it's a rough watch. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It was definitely again. It was different, and
Yeah,
I think that's what you got to do. So credit to Jericho.
yeah. For some reason, Callis is chatting with Orange Cassidy.
I mean, none of his group is wins anything. Why not?
There you go. He got
He's
one.
the most
He,
he's the most powerful member of an entire faction.
yeah.
So why not try to steal him?
Brian Cage versus Claudio Castagnoli.
Okay. Who thought the other guy was gonna win? God damn it.
Good match though.
God damn it. I always want we want him to win. You understand this?
One day,
You
maybe.
understand this?
Mariah May versus Sarah Deebs. This was actually a really good match.
Yes, sir. I think is this her first or does she have another match on like Rampage or Collision?
Deebs.
Deeps. Mhm.
She had a match on Rampage. It was just mainly a squash match though.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's not her first match back.
No,
Gotcha.
first match in Dynamite back.
Mhm.
Very good match, and then we end with the cleaner. Kenny Omega. He has his promo. The Young Bucks and Okada come in, and they beat the living shit out of him with Jack Perry as well. And then FTR came out for the save, but it was too late. And then backstage and stuff like that, they drop him on the stretcher, and then goes from there.
They tried to kill him. Don't they know what kind of injury he has? You can't just hit him in the stomach like that.
Yep, they know that's why they did it.
Exactly. So that they are attempted
They
murderers.
evil. Yes, it doesn't consider attempted murder if you're in a wrestling ring.
No, not no. You sign a contract, but if you are injured with a life-threatening injury like Kenny Omega did have, and they hit you right when you had surgery. Oh no, not yet, not yet. I don't think
Yeah,
he had to have any type of surgery yet. But regardless, bruh, what you doing?
yeah.
What you doing?
AEW, where you
Imagine you hit Kenny Omega and he poops himself in the middle of it. What you doing? What you doing?
good?
You're not gonna do that to him on live TV.
That's fucked up.
Come on,
That is
come
fucked up.
on.
That is true. So AEW, we give it.
I'll give it a B plus. I thought it was actually a pretty good show.
Yeah,
But I gotta give credit to like the story stuff.
yeah.
It looks like it's on the up and up.
I'll go B. I'll go straight B. I do like some of the matchups they're building too. I did watch Rampage, but I forgot that it was just like right after, so I kind of just not paid attention to half the show. But Jay White versus Dimitri Martin, that was a solid match. Jay White won. O'Reilly versus Rocky Romero was a solid match. O'Reilly won. And then this match was well worth watching. I thought it was actually really crazy. And Sky Blue took a barbed wire table. Um, Willow Nightingale versus Sky Blue for the TBS Championship. That was actually really worth the Rampage match. So overall, the Rampage matches were pretty solid matches. I'll go B plus with that show.
Gotcha.
Definitely watch that Nightingale Blue match. That was probably one of their best matches.
Yes. Was it? It was for the title.
That was for the TBS Championship, and it was a hardcore street fight.
Why was it? Oh, well, they have a grudge.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, did I tell you we can't have a street fight every week?
No, you
If
can't.
the streets ain't safe in AEW,
Yeah,
apparently.
it was a Canadian street fight.
All
They're in a
right,
different
all
country.
right. The streets ain't safe no matter where they go, apparently.
Apparently. Um, I did watch Impact Wrestling. Um, I will say I'll give the show overall the show the a B plus as well. It was a really strong show, but that main event I recommend everyone watching, which was Jordan Grace versus Jordan Grace versus what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Miyu Yamashita.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to watch that match.
That match was amazing. Overall the show was a B plus, but that match in general was fantastic. Also, we might have Austin Ace versus Ali soon.
Okay,
So
okay.
there you go.
I'm looking.
And then SmackDown.
Did Chris Bay fight Ali already?
No, he has not.
I
He
want
was
to see that.
fighting for a spot to fight him, but he lost.
Oh, damn. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
So SmackDown.
It's funny you call it that
Yes.
because the picture is AJ Styles
Yes.
slapping him when he put up the two sweet.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
That was it. SmackDown. We kick off at Bailey, Belair, and Cargill versus and Naomi versus Damage Control and Tiffany Stratton.
And I appreciate the work, the character work of Bianca Belair in this match
Yes,
because she does not and will not trust Bailey.
as she should.
Shouldn't. She should not
Well,
trust
she should not trust her. Yeah, as she should not trust her.
her.
Because she has done many things to her, and should
Terrible.
not be able to forgive her so fast.
This is true.
There's no olive branch given just yet.
Hmm.
Good match. Good match to kick off a SmackDown in France. That crowd was loud for
This is
SmackDown
true.
too.
This is true.
You have Authors of Pain versus New Catch Republic. AOP defeats them with the help of killing carrying cross.
I think this was the best match of the show. It was a great throwback to NXT, Black and Gold, and I thought it was awesome. And that
Yep,
crowd killed it.
yep, yep. You had LA Knight versus Angel. That was pretty solid. LA Knight wins.
Yeah, I mean it was a more standard match, but like it made sense.
Yes.
And then of course you want to hear the crowd reaction.
Yep, yep. We got Street Profits versus A Town Down Under for the tag team championships. That was a really solid NXT kind of tag match, and A Town Down Under wins.
Of course they won. They can't lose
Yeah,
their first defense. Not them.
exactly.
Not them.
And then we had the ending. The ending was Rhodes and Styles, right? Yes. Closing the
Hmm.
show, they pretty much closed the show, and that was actually really good to go back and forth and stuff. I thought AJ's was very strong on the mic against him. Um, yes. So that's how we end SmackDown. Where you give SmackDown?
Uh I kind of want to give it an A minus, but I think I'll give it a B plus. Nah, trying to think. Uh, yeah, it's hard to really say anything negative when
Yeah,
it's just the crowd was just so live. So I'm just gonna give it a.
I'll go A. I thought it was solid throughout the show. I thought the crowd interaction was good, and especially like going into the pay-per-views, it was even crazier. So yeah, I'll go A minus. There was some things that were a little off, but
Yeah, I
again,
agree. I agree.
yeah. So I'll go A minus. We go to WWE Backlash, which was great because it was at 1 p.m. yesterday, so I was able to watch it easily. Um, we kick off our first match, which turned into a street fight. It was Kevin Owens, Randy Orton versus Solo Sakura and Tamatonga, the new blood, the new bloodline.
The new bloodline.
Um, they just started fucking each other up. This is what I expect for a match that has like a lot of like animosity against each other. They just started fucking each other up, and then all this came out and was like, nah, 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 you just doing the street fight, fuck it, beat the shit out of each other. So he gave them permission to beat the shit out of each other. Going towards the ending of the match, and the brother of Tamatonga shows up and helps the win. Tonga Low, which was Camacho back in the day in NXT. Um, Sakura and Tonga wins.
I like the match. Uh, just a part of me feels that it should have been like the. I don't know. I feel like they're being too fair
Yeah,
with the new bloodline. It's just the end of the match is the interference. And it's like, what would have been a little bit better and made you guys seem more dominant? Because that's my problem with the match is that the bloodline didn't seem dominant.
yeah,
They seemed uneven, and then I don't know. In Kevin Owens' case, they seemed like they had to fight him.
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but KO was out there beating up both of them.
He got extra power because of French.
Yes, this is true.
He was cursing his French too. I
So,
heard them curses.
like, my only issue with the like they should have got they should have been 3-on-2 from the beginning.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but they added another member, so you got
So,
the
so
full
to
Gorillas
that,
of Dynasty in WWE.
um, I'll give it a 4.25 because I still think it was a good job of
Yeah,
them fighting all around and brawling and whatnot.
yeah.
So
And that Randy Orton entrance was fucking phenomenal.
yes, please everybody sing voices.
Yep, yep. Um, I'm gonna go match. I'm gonna go forward with the match. But I did like the show up of the brother, and again, Gorilla Dynasties in WWE. So now you actually have potential for Usos versus Gorilla Dynasty. That's crazy.
Buy the song,
Yep.
buy
Yeah.
the song, buy the God song. That's
Let's see
all
if
I'm
they
gonna say.
can, cause I really don't. Again, I don't trust Def Rebel wherever the fuck they are.
I thought they had a new music team. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's Def Rebel. That's the new team.
Really?
Yeah, that's the current team now, and a lot of
Oh.
people want them to be gone.
I think they have made some bad changes in terms of themes.
Yeah,
So I kind of agree. Like how you mess up Braun Breaker. But then
yeah.
again, didn't they make Braun Breaker? So how did you make a dope theme and then mess it up?
CFOs did Braun Breaker's first team.
The first, really?
Yeah.
How long were they there? I
CFO
thought they
got
left a
released
while
in
ago.
2020, right in the beginning of 2.0.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm like the timing,
Yeah,
but it's still weird how they have so many. They still have Shinsuke.
because they own the rights to the song.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, why don't they just buy these certain songs? Like,
because it
they
probably
trusted them, didn't they? They
yeah.
trusted these new guys. They were like, all right, we gonna let you cook, right? And then it was like, whoa.
I think they got a few okay ones.
They have a few though.
Very few,
If
like
you're saying from
Romans.
the no, but if you're saying from the time period
Yeah,
till now, they still have a few
yeah, a
that
few
have
okay
not
ones.
changed at all.
Yeah, a few good ones.
Like, did they make Bianca's? Because if they made Bianca's, then Bianca's is amazing.
No, Bianca's was made in NXT. When she first debuted in NXT, so your CFOs were still there.
But that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
still have CFO themes.
yeah,
And so what I'm saying, some of the ones that they do still have are very good.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's weird.
It's
The
weird.
ones they decided to get rid of. The
Yeah,
ones they decided to not pay for, rather. Excuse
yeah.
me.
Like Johnny Gargano's theme.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why did you not pay for that? It's
Yeah,
iconic.
yeah. Yeah, there's some like, again. I'll say probably Def Rebel's best
You know
best.
what? Also, I'm sitting here saying that, and I'm thinking about Oh yeah, certain people weren't in charge back then.
Yeah.
So certain people weren't looked at as favorable. I'm pretty sure Vince probably didn't give a damn
Yeah.
about Johnny Gargano.
No, he probably did not. Again, he left by the time, and he came back when Triple H was kind of more in charge.
So it makes sense that they didn't. They certain people just don't have their old
Yeah.
themes anyway because they were probably like, ugh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be here.
I think again, Def Rebel I think is responsible for probably like two of the better the higher themes are Seth and Roman's. They did Roman Reigns' current theme.
I like Shinsuke better than Seth.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
And then they got Seth Rollins' current theme, which I think the crowd makes it more fun.
Yeah, it's
I
fine,
mean,
but I mean, it's not like it's my favorite out of anybody.
yeah. Well, they could again.
Who made Cody's? Cody's just
Cody's
what's his
the
band? No,
same
I
band.
know it's his. I know it's his, but like, who's the band? Like,
I
I don't
forgot
think
the
they ever
name.
get credit.
No, they get credit for it. Because they also did they did the Macrodonis theme too.
That's the same group.
Yeah, same group.
Really?
They
Yeah, but
did
nobody says it on.
the Miz
You know what
too.
I'm saying? As in like on WWE television, nobody ever says the name of the band that did Cody's song. Like
No, they
you
don't like
call.
because he owns it. That's why.
I no, I get it, but I'm just
Downstream
saying, like they don't. I mean, the Edge on his music, and ain't nobody. People was
because
like,
they're not sponsoring it. Like they don't have to sponsor the band. If it don't
that
yeah
sucks.
yeah
You're a champion. It's
yeah
using somebody else's music, and you don't say, "Hey, these guys made it." Damn.
yeah.
All right.
Because
All right.
Downstream also did the Miz's theme,
Like, all right. Damn.
the I Awesome theme. That's Downstream as
All
well.
right. Well, you making it more of a case for them to say something. Say hi.
Yeah.
Kinda sucks.
Yeah. There you go. Bailey versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton, WWE Women's Championship.
And they messed up Tiffany. She had a good one too.
Yeah, she had a good one too, and I don't like the new one. I like her. She's great. I
Yeah,
don't like her
they
theme.
messed
I
up
don't
her
like her
thing.
new theme.
No,
This was a great match.
I agree.
Great three way. Great triple
I
threat.
agree. I agree.
Again,
Very.
we always give credit. WWE does they for the women's triple threats they do a very good job of it. With triple threats in general, they do a very good job in just
Mostly
how they
person
build it.
matches. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I think everyone had their time. I think everyone had their spotlights and everything like that. Bailey retains the championship. This was probably one of my favorite matches of the night too. So I'm gonna go
And it was
for
a surprise the way she did it. Also,
yes. So I'll go for 4 or 5.
this one, I think I'm gonna go 4-2-5. So,
No, I'll go 4-2-5 as well. Because there's other ones that I think are slightly better. Next match we have Damian Priest versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Um.
this one was solid.
hmm
The match, I like the match, but I also do like the story implications of what's gonna happen. Judgment Day not listening to orders, although they did save him.
Yeah,
So that makes it worse because you like, but we saved you, bro.
and Young Grateful.
And then you grab Finn's face like that.
Oh,
What's up?
you grabbed the demon face. You
It's,
fucked up.
it's, yeah, I know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where this is headed.
If
But,
Finn can't let that slide. I'm sorry. Touch the man's
but,
face.
but again, a very good match. Like you said, I would not have been surprised or upset if Jay won, but he did not. I also just the beginning of the match was awesome too,
Yeah,
with Jay taunting Damian Priest with the crowd.
yeah.
So I gotta go a little bit higher than normal. So I'm gonna give it 4 or 5
I'll go
for the
four
crowd
five.
participation.
I'll go 4-5 too because that crowd was electric for Jey Uso.
And he used them, and I
Yeah,
think that's interesting. That's different
yeah.
also.
Jay is becoming a stronger and stronger babyface as he keeps going.
Hmm.
And
This
it's showing. Uh,
it's
the crowd.
only a matter of time
Yeah,
before
it's a
he's
matter
the chief.
of time. I was
Also, I
again.
wanted to point out
Yeah.
because people say things about people, uh, even in the business, like you hear busted open and or Sam say something,
Yeah.
and I understand what it means, but for this for Jay, I think it's different. People say baby faces, like in the good guys, some of them are only really good when they call it the chase. They say Cody is like that,
Yeah.
and I don't really agree. I'm happy he's a champ, but I don't believe the case that applies to Jay. And I say that because he's an 11 time, 12 time.
Yeah.
How many times tag team champion? 12 or 13? I
11
mean,
time.
12 or 11. He's an 11 time tag team
He's
champion.
there one under New Day.
Him chasing a championship, I don't think it is better than him being a champ. Is what all I have to say. I
Yeah.
think, oh, and I say that to say I'm not saying he has to be the champ all the time. I'm just saying I think he is good as a champion also.
Yeah.
So I was. It's only a matter of time. That's all I'm saying.
So again, we talked about this before the show, and I said 100%. I would not have been disappointed or sad or surprised if Jay would have won that night, just because how loud that crowd was for him.
Hmm.
If I was in Triple H's like shoes and that mentality, I was like, you know what, fuck it, give it to Jay, because that crowd would have erupted so
Yeah.
loud if he would have won the title that night.
Yep.
I'm okay. Like I had the discussion many times with about baby faces as world champs. I I feel like what happens though is they have to give you good storylines, and if they're not giving you good storylines for the babyface to be on top, then that's their problem, and that's their that's their lack of intentions toward the babyface. A babyface can be a good champion if you just give him good story. It makes it easy story when it's a chase, because again, people are always like, down for a chase, but for them to keep in the title and keeping it relevant, you need to have good storylines for them. I think AJ and Cody did a good job in building that story to make it more interesting, as in bringing the personal stuff, bringing the things like that. And then now you have him trying to fight for his legacy, fight for like, all right, I'm not gonna one-time champ, things like that. So those are the things you have to really start showcasing now with Cody in general. Jay, on the other hand, I think if you would have gave him the world title that night, I think there's a lot of stuff already in motion with him going against other people too. So you already have him establishing with the IC championship with Gunther, with with this guy. So he kind of has a variety of people that want to fight him anyway. So if
This is
that would have happened, you would have already had established some rivalries already.
that's true.
And
This
then
is
you could even bring back some people from the past and maybe go a different direction with them. Like the fucking New Day.
true.
Imagine fucking big money fucking Kofi comes and fucking
I mean,
fights his
at some
ass.
point before he retires, we gotta get Big Money Kofi.
No, but I'm saying, what if you change the tide with the New Day? They have the one of the longest rivalries on today's TV, and have them go fucking heel against Jey Uso. Like, go fuck that shit. We want that title now. See,
Yeah,
that's the thing that you can do and get creative with. But I feel like again, there's a lack of creativity to it, that people just want the next thing and not let people have their story. And that's a discussion that you just want to run into. But other than that, again, I 100% would have agreed with Jey Uso winning the title. I would have been fine with it. I understand Damian Priest. Well, yeah, it would have been a short one, but you know what? They have a story for that too. So again, it wouldn't have been a bad thing because they already had a story ready for him right after.
that's true.
So either way, it would have been fine. But I really enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. My only critique with Jey Uso, I want him to have his own finisher. That's my
He
only thing with
he
him.
did. He did for like 2 day, two matches and stopped using it.
What?
The kick,
The
that
kick?
running kick, that
Yeah.
running super kick that he does in the corner,
Oh, okay.
that was like unique. He did it twice. One finished the match, and that was he never did it again.
I want him to have his own finisher. I think that's the only thing that's missing with him is like because he again him and his brother wrestle exactly the same way. They both do the same finisher and things like that. I would like him just to have one thing up beyond the that's not related to Bloodline at all, which is he
Mm-hmm.
has the spear, he has the flying the body drop, and then he also has the super kick, and that's all within the Bloodline. Have his own ring. I also wouldn't mind him using the Tequila Sunrise on his own because he was the one that did it when they first came in to the as the Uso Penitentiary shit.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
But match was good, 4.5. Um, Tag Championship match. You got Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
This one I think it had peaks and valleys. It was a little, it was mostly strong. Like Bianca was doing her thing in the beginning, and then it was just like I guess a little whoopsie between Jade and whatchamacallit, Kyrie.
Yeah,
But then they got back on track, and then it was just more like fun.
yeah,
It was I don't know, like I they don't well, Jade does not have the experience with Oscar and Kyrie, but I do notice that they they really do kind of, or at least are starting to have like a chemistry together, which is like those are good people to have chemistry with,
yeah. That's who she
so
been
that you can
working
do
with.
different things.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that you can do different things, and then on top of that, add in Bianca, and then on top of that, add in the fact that the two of them seem to be intent on actually pushing each other forward with like their move sets and
yeah,
stuff. And then I just go, well, what the hell? There's no real big issue here. I
yeah,
think this is the upside. So for that, I'm gonna give the match a 4. Like most other matches that had like some of the issues this one have, I would have gave it a lower score. But there was more upside
yeah.
than bad side. And then I think that they should have won anyway. So
I I think after the match, Kari Sane is gonna be in like a full body cast
I was about to say, yeah,
because she got
they
fucked up.
they Looney Tunes her ass.
And her facial expressions and everything were freaking hilarious.
And then
Uh,
yeah, just again like the way she sells the moves for Jade and
yeah.
stuff is that's what I'm saying. Like you could tell that they're trying to work with each other in a way that's
Yeah.
like good.
So
So I
that's who
appreciate.
she been working with the most on the live shows was Kari and Asuka. Those are the two there. She's I think she's taking tutelage under Asuka. Like she's been training a lot with Asuka outside beyond the live events. Like in the pre-seed is her, Asuka, and Kari all working together. So you can see it, and the chemistry is building, and I like that. And she looked a lot better. That was like probably one of her best presentations in the ring. I'll say
Hmm.
the how she caught and how she changed it to the glam slam was fucking dope too. So I give credit. And Kyrie selling the shit out of that 100%. So yeah, I'll go for it as well.
Flying out of the ring when they both double teamed her.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before, and she flew so far. I was
yeah.
like, "Jeez, don't kill that
Kyrie,
kid.
Kyrie was my MVP of that match though. Like she fucking got
Don't
fucked
kill."
up. She got an ass whooping. She's in a full body cast today. That's all I say.
Hmm.
And our main event is Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles for the WWE Universal Championship.
And I like again. I think what made the match. I'm just gonna give it a 5. Not just because it was good, because I think Michael Cole has said it that it was the way that they wrestled, and he said like Cody is not wasting any movement and he's wrestling with a purpose, and it was like yeah, I kind of noticed that it was like a very slow pace but like a methodical type of match.
Yeah,
Like yeah, you got AJ doing his thing, but notice it was like very a set pace. And I
I
was like, it's good. And
yeah
then the crowd had time to get in, and the crowd had time to sing, and it's just it all added up to like just a really really special thing. I think if you take it out of the pay per view, like you could showcase this match like anywhere.
yeah
And
I agree.
not to mention the fact that they also mentioned the colors that AJ was wearing in reference to the match he had with his dad,
Yeah,
the legacy of that. Then you got the Bullet Club, and just you got the crowd going, "Too sweet, woo woo!"
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Um. Yeah, I'm gonna go five with this. I think it had everything you wanted as for a main event bout. AJ fucking brought it. Cody fucking brought it. It was an excellent match. The crowd was 100% behind it. Um, a lot of the movements, a lot of the matches, the burning hammer fucking Cody took. No, that looked painful.
What he
But
turned into the Kimura.
yeah,
He turned into the Kimura. Come
yeah,
on.
there
He
you go,
never
man.
does it.
Yeah, man. Um, I thought the match was excellent. I thought AJ Styles, I think, still has a story to keep going after Cody as well. But I like the fact that it was a straight match and it was just them two going at it. There was no outside interference. There was no one fucking with them. It was just them two going at it, and they actually showcasing everything, even the shit that AJ made fun of him, like the Stardust shit and things like that.
Yep.
They even got a little play in it. So I thought the match was excellent, and it was an amazing main event for a great pay per view. So yeah, I'll go five as well. Overall pay per view, I'm gonna go 4.75.
Something about that match reminded me of John Cena. Like the best of John Cena. And it's just like you can't I can say you can't. It's just you almost think you can't bring anything out of AJ Styles, but I feel like Cody's new level brought something out of AJ Styles. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I
And then
dig it.
again, we haven't seen AJ. Well, we've seen the new versus LA Knight, but and that was actually a great match too. So like, I know I don't even say that because you see AJ develop like perform at that level all the time, but it was just a different atmosphere, and I think it looked like a heavyweight bout. It looked like a fucking world championship match, and that's
Yeah,
exactly what it needed to be.
it felt like a world championship match. Yep.
Yep.
I would also like to give a little bit of poo-poo on commentary for saying when they said, why does AJ have this new attitude? And they just start trying to give realistic reasons why.
Yeah.
And I just go, hey, dummies, on your show, he told you like 5 times already. He was pissed at LA Knight.
And y'all
And
keep asking
he's
him, so
just
yeah.
mad. He's just mad.
And then y'all keep asking him. It's just gonna make him more mad.
And it's just like, bruh, he's mad at LA Knight, and it just bled over. Now he's just emo. Like,
Yeah.
leave him alone. He's not emo. He was emo.
Yeah.
Now he's just mad.
Yeah. Now he's just angry. He wants a title. He wants something to hold his pants up.
Yep.
There you go. Let's go to podcasts we listen to. Oh, well, you give the total pay per view
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I thought it was solid, and by the scores I gave it, I can't give it lower than a certain amount,
Yep.
average. So I'm gonna go 4 or 5.
All right. So podcasts we listen to. Shout outs to Made Wrestling Figure Podcast. They kind of talked about everything that's coming out. That they showcased on Ringside Collectibles and stuff. So definitely check those out. If you on Instagram Ringside Collectibles, they show pictures of everything. There's a lot of things that are coming out. I listened to Van Vliet with Tiffany Stratton on. That was pretty solid conversation.
I did not hear that one. I heard a pretty special interview that I want to give credit to. Let me see if I can find the. It was a Julia interview.
Okay.
Um, it's she's a wrestling fan, but like she's also a wrestling, like she's the actual journalist
Yeah.
that does covers wrestling stuff. Her name is Karen Peterson, and she mostly does Japanese wrestling.
Okay.
So she does Joshi, like all different types of Joshi. That's like once I found Stardom, I found her because she was one of the people putting the stuff they were saying in English, so it made it easy to follow.
Yeah.
Um, and she had like a half an hour, sit down with Julia. I think she's one of the first people I've heard that actually asked her what got you into wrestling? Like, why did you start? So if you want to know what that's about, like more about the actual person, Julia, listen to the interview. It's on her YouTube and it's just her name.
Karen Peterson, you said?
Hmm.
I'll look for that right now.
I'll send it to
Karen.
you.
Yes, send it to me. I'll definitely check it out. I'm excited to see. She had a match at Noah this morning.
Yes. Well, I saw the clip where she deflected the mist.
Yes.
Shot the other girl.
Yes, yes,
The other
yes.
girl got caught dead on in the face.
Oh, and shout outs to the little Uncle Stinky codes. We might actually have the
Oh yeah,
list
yeah.
of the
Oh,
people in the White Six.
excuse me. There's a number.
So the last clue was a bunch of initials, a bunch of letters, and each one had a name.
And I guess one. Is
One
there an A?
one said believe, gotta believe. The other one was Alexa Bliss. The other one was
It just
Nikki
said
Cross.
Alexa Bliss. That's messed up. Just
Huh?
says her name.
No, no, no. It said
Didn't have a clue. It just said Alexa Bliss. Like,
no, no. It said like it kind of had a little like promo from what they did. Oh, I'll tell you right now because it was kind of weird. Um, where is it? So it was like in code kind of shit.
mm-hmm.
And see, is the last thing he wrote that was on the thing was I set them free. They are my family now. We will do anything to protect our family. I can't wait for you to see what we've become. It's beautiful. And that was the last thing he said. The last part of that, they all had like encrypted letters, but they all spelled their like each beginning of the letter spelled some like it was the beginning of someone's name. But one of them says believe, so I'm figuring the other ones were all other names. And from what I got from it was one of them was Nikki, one was Alexa, one was Dexter Loomis, one was Joe Gacy, and the other one was Redbeard, Eric Rowan.
But what's the initials? That's what I'm trying to
I'm
figure out.
trying to find it. I can't fucking find a picture of it.
Like
um,
I get that somebody probably sussed it out. I just want to know what
no, it was
that.
the barcode shit that they've been showing.
Yeah,
Which
yeah, the
yeah,
little the QR code. That's what.
let me see
Mm-hmm.
if they have it up here. I'm not gonna just say. But yeah, it's getting interesting in what they're gonna do with that. But each one been like really weird. But I'm actually excited to see where it goes from there. Let's see. No, it's not here. I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's getting really interesting what they're doing with it though. And yeah, Chris Van Vliet had Braun Strowman and also Tiffany Stratton this week. They're short interviews, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good listens. Damn, I can't find it. Anyway. All right. We go to the wrestling retrospect. It is my pick. I will go with. Let's see if I picked them before. I had one in mind. Where is it? Uh, did I pick him? Did I pick him? Did I pick him? Did I pick him? Put Bray Wyatt. We didn't pick the Bo Dallas. Oh yeah, we did. Uh, let's go. Did we pick Pac? Yes, we did pick Pac. God damn, it's getting harder now. Let's do. Actually, that chick from the chick that fought Jordan Grace, Mia Yatamali, whatever her name is. Let's see.
What?
The chick that fought Jordan Grace this week. Um, hold on a sec. Sorry. Where's the TNA results? There we go. God damn it. Damn it. Oh, Chris Bay fought Ali on this week's CNA.
Oh, this week.
Yeah,
Okay.
he fought him, and then he lost, so he lost his spot to fight him for the title.
All right. All
Miyu Yamashita, that's gonna be my pick.
right. Okay.
She's not on our list, so yes, I'll pick her. But yeah, Chris Bay did fight Ali this week. That was
All
actually
right.
really good too. That was like
So I
I
should
knew they fought.
watch that.
Yeah, that was good. All right, so that's our pick. All right, we will end this cast. Thank you for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark with the mic. Follow Red Cycle Inc.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recycling Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep, yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
Later.